It is a nice summer day. You are sitting on the beach reading your book. Your dog is lapping in the water and everything is at peace. You have the smell of pine in the air and the leaves are rustling in the wind. Everything is perfect as you pick up your book to read it. However, you grab the Kristen book with the predictable plotline, the one-dimensional characters, and the story that you have heard a billion times and don't want to read again. You sit there regretting the fact that you should have picked up the adventure thriller that you saw but didn't because you knew it wouldn't have been as Christianly or as good as the book you currently have. But it would have been a lot more entertaining and you would have actually gotten into it and you would have actually enjoyed yourself on this nice summer day instead of trying to struggle through reading yet again another Christian novel. Turner wants Christians to be in art, to be in the mainstream film, music, visual arts, performing arts, anything like that. And not to produce just specifically Christian art, but to produce art that anyone can enjoy and yet still can reflect the gospel and the good news of who God is through our work. We are not putting the extra pressure on us that we have to produce specifically Christian work because that is limiting us and it's not reaching the audience that needs to be reached. In a recent trip me and my friend Elizabeth had, we listened to the entire Hamilton soundtrack all the way out and all the way back from our trip. We knew most of the words and we tried to sing along to every song that we heard. Great musical and talk about the history of America and how it was created, focusing on one of the founding fathers in a way that we haven't thought of before. Christians and non-Christians alike can sit back and enjoy this musical and get something out of it. You can either get the story of hope of walking through whatever difficulty you face, whether you're an immigrant, whether you're an orphan, whether you're facing great oppression, there's hope that you can walk through that. And it's really good music to listen to while you're driving down the freeway. And one of the interesting things that me and my friend had discovered about driving is that the Christian music that we had downloaded on our tablets, phones, stuff like that, we ended up skipping them because they weren't really good driving music. Look at Hamilton, you look at The Greatest Showman, look at any of the other songs you listen to. They're music to keep you going, to keep you focused on the road, keep up your speed as you're flying through Nebraska. It's good driving music. And yet a Christian song would come on and be this slow, mellow, pretty standard Christian song, and we always skipped it because that's not the music we needed right now. But there really was no good Christian song for us to listen to that also equated to good driving music. And another thing that Turner talked about is that there's some activities that you can't necessarily just make them explicitly Christian. In this book, he talked about how there's no difference between a Christian plumber and a regular plumber. We just want them to fix the pipes. And I kind of see the same thing with swing dance. The same set of moves, the same steps, the same beats. There's no way you can make one explicitly Christian and one of them secular because it's the same. You could put two dancers on stage and they would look the same no matter what. You can't just change one of them to be Christian and tell a difference because it's the exact same. And so having the label of, oh, you have to make everything Christian and making artists who are in these works make them feel like they have to make everything Christian-like limits them because there's some things that you just can't inherently make Christian, like dancing. The dance itself, the moves itself, you cannot make explicitly Christian. So you can focus on wearing modest clothes and treating your dancers or your partners with respect and stuff like that, and that's how you can show your Christianity. But when you're up on the stage, the moves are the same. The audience is watching the moves, and they're not there to be told, oh, this is the gospel, this is who God is, and I'm going to tell you that instead of focusing on the swing dance that you all came here to watch. Well, it is important to show the gospel in everything that we do. We also have to realize that there are limitations to that, and some things are just going to be the same as secular stuff, like swing dance or like drumming, anything like that in the arts. There will be some things that are the same, but there's ways we can either do behind the scenes when we're making the product, or how we present the product, or how we interact with people in our day-to-day lives that show that we're Christian, even if the product itself is not explicitly Christian. Hopefully, as you have watched this brief video essay about the book Toner wrote, Imagine, it gave you some things to think about how we view Christian art and how Christian artists are living in the world now, and how they have so much more potential if you give them the freedom to pursue the art and create quality work that matches that of mainstream media. So as you are reading your book by the beach, I hope you take some time to stop and reflect on what exactly it means to be a Christian artist. And if you should break out from these walls that we have trapped ourselves in, and to branch out into more mainstream media to show the love of God in a high quality way that everyone can enjoy.